If you are in ICSE class 10 and you are aiming to score 80 or 80 in biology, then this video is extremely important for you. Because over here, I'll be giving you the year-long strategy that you need to follow so that you can achieve your goal without feeling burnt out. And before we even begin, I would first like to introduce you guys with the actual paper pattern or the exam pattern that you will see in your final board exams. Because there is no point of preparing for the exam if you don't know how the paper is actually being set, what are the sections, what is the overall weightage. Followed by we'll be discussing the unit-wise syllabus and finally the strategy that's going to help you the most. So if I talk about the paper pattern, students, the paper is going to be for 80 marks that you will be appearing in the board examinations, and the time duration will be 2 hours. Out of which the 40 marks will be constituted by section A, which will have all the objective questions, let's say very easy questions, whether it's one word, one liner, or sometimes assertion reason based as well. Then you have section B, which constitutes for the rest of the 40 marks, and it is subjective. That means you have to write descriptive answers and you also have to draw diagrams wherever necessary. Now, apart from that, the rest 20 marks will be constituted by the internal assessment that will be given by a school in different forms like projects, internal assessments, or any kind of viva. So make sure that you secure these marks completely, because let's say if you are losing any marks in the subjective paper, you can compensate by securing complete marks in the internal assessment, because it's obviously like a low hanging fruit. So please make sure that you are, completely impressing your teachers as well in that aspect, and you have like a good image in their eye. Now, if I talk about the syllabus unit wise that you will be covering, that's officially released by the council, you have overall 6 units. The first unit is basic biology, which has 2 chapters. I would say all of them are easy. Second unit is basically about plant physiology, which has 4 chapters. Again, from the easy to moderate side, it has mostly experimental based areas. Then you have human anatomy and physiology, which has 6 chapters, the most lengthy unit I would say in your entire syllabus, and also content heavy, plus the most feared unit which most of the students actually feel like. Because there are so many flowcharts, there are so many terms, so many diagrams that you need to remember. But trust me, once you understand, it's going to be a cakewalk for all of you. Then you have human evolution, population and pollution. All of these are again very easy unit. They have one chapter each. So whatever marks that you could possibly lose because of any reason in these 2 units, you can compensate by securing in the above units that are being mentioned, which are relatively easier. So make sure that you emphasize equally on all of these units. Now, if I talk about the yearly strategy that you need to follow, is firstly realizing that biology is not about ratifying. It's not about mugging up. If you have been studying with this mentality that okay, we'll cram everything and we'll vomit out everything in the exam, that's gonna help you only for a short period of time, because now you have a lot of syllabus, lot of things to remember. So understanding concepts is extremely important. Make sure you make your own notes, and wherever required you can write it in your simple language for your easy understanding. And please make sure that you are presenting the answers properly in the exams, always underlining the keywords, because that brings the attention of the examiner. You have to practice diagrams from day 1, because your syllabus, especially the unit about human physiology and anatomy, has lots and lots of diagrams that could be asked for drawing. And finally, keep on revising, because if you will revise, you're going to build a memory backup that's going to help you write all the answers efficiently in the examination. Now, coming to the strategy that you need to follow for the entire year, I have mentioned everything. सबसे पहले you have the phase 1. In case of phase 1, that's the foundation phase, I would say, starting from April to July, because it's actually the beginning of the year. Your classes just begin, so you don't have a lot of syllabus to cover. The pace is relatively so slow, so you can cover the syllabus as per the everyday classes. So make sure that you're reading the textbook and understanding the concepts properly. Now, from this point only, you should be able to make your own notes. Don't depend on the notes of your friends or on your educators, because see, even if you get their notes, nothing beats whatever you write with your own hands, because that also helps in memory building, right? So make sure that you're making notes wherever required, underlining the keywords which you keep on forgetting. Keep a highlighter with you. Specifically, whichever terms you forget, keep on highlighting them, so that next time when you revise, you know, okay, these are the terms I need to revise first. And practice diagrams again from day 1, because the more you practice, the more you will have a grip on them. Now, the next phase is from August to October, where you have to build up the concepts along with the question practice. Please be mindful that this is also the time when you will be having your midterm exams, as well as it's quite a festive season. So don't lose all of your attention over there. Definitely you can enjoy, have fun, as well as make sure that you are building up practice of the questions and improve the answer writing part. So previous year questions need to be solved. At least 5 years questions, I would say, is good enough to go, because this will give you a fair idea what is the question pattern, how questions can be reframed from a particular topic. That's the first thing. Apart from that, whatever competency based questions the council releases, you have to follow them for all these subjects. Solve them, because you never know which question can pop up in different language from the exam. Okay. Then again, do diagram based question. All the difference between you need to do properly, and write answers point wise, especially in theoretical subjects like biology. If you mention it in a point wise manner, you also have clarity, and it also leaves a good impression on the examiner. Now during the third phase, which is actually bringing you closer to your pre-board, it's actually the phase 3 from November to December. This is the peak time where you need to emphasize on revision a lot. Whichever topics that you feel are weak, or you need to have a better grip on, revise them over and over again. So full syllabus revision is mandatory, along with sample paper solution, which is basically the specimen paper in your case. Analyzing your mistake and revise weak chapters like I just now mentioned. Focus on the important diagrams as well as keywords which you keep on forgetting, because this will help you in securing better marks. Wherever you are losing the marks in terms of the answer writing, you can gain them back by drawing good diagrams and labeling them really nicely. Now we know this could be a little overwhelming, because this is the first time you're dealing with class 10 and all the syllabus could feel like a burden. But no worries, we are over here to help you out, and which is why we have a batch for all of you, that is Victory 2027 for ICSE class 10 students. So whoever is aspiring to prepare their ICSE syllabus for all the subjects in a very streamlined manner, you can join us in this batch, which is going to be in pure English language. The link for the batch will be given in the description box below. You can join in and enroll, and we'll see you guys over there. So all the very best, and see you soon.